Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you again. Have you ever wondered why a bus crammed with passengers is perfectly legal, but your car gets a ticket for carrying one extra child? The answer lies in a fascinating blend of physics, engineering, and life-saving calculations. Let's explore the science behind these seemingly contradictory rules, the physics of safety and why buses and cars play by different rules. Buses and cars operate under vastly different safety frameworks rooted in their design philosophies. Public buses, engineered like moving fortresses, adhere to rigorous international safety standards. In the European Union, regulations like NIS Regulation 107 permit buses to carry up to 8 passengers per square meter of standing space, though operators typically limit this to 4-6 for passenger comfort. For example, a standard 12-meter 40-foot bus in the US has approximately 10 square meters of standing area, allowing up to 60 standing passengers alongside 40 seated riders all within legal limits. Buses are structurally reinforced with high-strength steel frames and rollover protection systems that can withstand impacts of up to 30 tons of force, equivalent to the weight of 3 adult humpback whales. Features like anti-slip flooring, strategically placed handrails, and compartmentalized standing zones help passengers maintain balance during sudden stops. At speeds of 20 miles per hour, 32 kilometers per hour, a bus can perform an emergency stop within 12 meters 40 feet without causing significant passenger displacement, thanks to its low center of gravity and optimized braking systems. In contrast, passenger cars are precision-engineered for fixed occupancy limits. A 5-seat vehicle's safety systems, airbags, seatbelts, and crumple zones are calibrated to protect only those seated in designated positions. Adding even a single extra passenger, such as a child on a lap, disrupts this balance. During a collision at 40 miles per hour, 64 kilometers per hour, an unrestrained 22-pound 10 kilograms child can generate up to 660 pounds 300 kilograms of force comparable to the impact of an adult gorilla colliding with a passenger. This explains why holding a child in a car is perilous. U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration NHTSA data shows a 97% survival rate for children in car seats versus an 82% fatality rate for unrestrained minors in crashes. European crash tests further highlight the risks. When a car exceeds its seating capacity, airbag deployment angles and seatbelt tensioners become misaligned, reducing protection effectiveness by up to 70%. For instance, in a 2022 German study, an overloaded vehicle's front airbags failed to properly cushion rear seat passengers during a simulated collision, resulting in a 45% increase in head trauma risk. By design, buses prioritize road safety through robust engineering, while cars rely on exact seating configurations to protect individuals, a distinction that shapes transportation laws worldwide. The math of survival and how numbers dictate risk. Public transit safety margins rely on mathematical models. A London double-decker bus during rush hour might carry 120 passengers but remains legal under its 90% limit. Cars, however, face zero tolerance. In 2023, California fined a driverless 5-seat SUV held 6 adults and a small dog, while the harshness for cars overload risks grow exponentially. One extra passenger increases braking distance by 20, adding 6 meters 20 feet to a 40-meter stop, enough to collide with a pedestrian or trigger a high pileup. Shifts the vehicle's center of gravity, raising rollover risk by 300% during short turns. Overwhelms safety systems. Airbags and seatbelts can protect unbuckled or out-of-position passengers. Advanced tech enforces these rules. AI cameras in cities like Los Angeles detect overloaded cars in 0.3 seconds, even spotting a face through a window. Life-saving rules and seatbelts, car seats, and hidden dangers. Simple choices like buckling up had staggering impacts. Seatbelts reduce death risk by 60%, and car seats cut serious injury risk by 80%. In a 2021 Texas crash, a seatbelted driver survived with minor injuries, while his unbuckled passenger was ejected and killed. Children need special protection. Rear-facing seats for infants under 20 pounds 9 kilograms reduce neck force by 73%. Per USAAP guidelines, no front seats for kids under 4. European safety studies show airbags deploy at 186 miles per hour, 300 kilometers per hour, minus 50 times the force of a heavy red punch. Car seat science: properly installed seats boost survival rates to 97.3% versus 43.6% for unrestrained kids. In a 2020 French crash test, a toddler in a car seat escaped unharmed, while a held infant suffered fatal head injuries. Future tech and reinventing safety. Automakers are using cutting-edge tech to save lives. Volvo's steering wheel monitors heartbeats. If it detects a heart attack, the car pulls over. BMW's eye tracking tech senses drowsiness and triggers self-driving mode. Smart car seats: side backseat seats use space-grade materials that stiffen on impact, while Britax's models alert parents to installation errors via app. The EU plans to mandate smart load limiters that block acceleration if a car is overloaded. The US is testing seat sensors that count passengers via weight distribution. These innovations highlight a universal truth: safety isn't about rigid rules, it's about adapting to human fragility. While these rules matter, a global perspective. Every 4 minutes, someone dies in a traffic accident worldwide. Traffic laws aren't arbitrary, they're written in blood. Simple acts like buckling up or saying no to one extra passenger can mean a difference between life and death. This video merely represents personal opinion and does not represent any official stance or advice. Thank you for your watching. See you next time.